contain copyrighted material, the use of which may not have been specifically authorized by the copyright owner under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. This is Clever and I at the Intercontinental Airport in Houston, Texas. We're on our way to Boston first. We will land in Boston, and then we will go up to New Hampshire. We'll drive up, and from New Hampshire, we'll drive up to Woodstock, Vermont. So we'll be showing you some of the clips along the way. So hop aboard.
You're now free to use your electronic devices. However, if you're seated in the extra row, we ask that you please do not plug in your electronic devices to the outlet. And finally, on behalf of United, the Star Alliance, and the entire flight crew, I want to thank you for flying with us today. We look forward to serving you again on another United flight. Also, ladies and gentlemen, when the fasten seatbelt sign is turned on, we ask that you please stand clear of the door to allow flight attendants to perform important safety duties.
Downtown Boston. We're driving through downtown Boston here. They thought they had traffic, but this is not Houston traffic, that's for sure. Okay, buildings, the traffic is flowing pretty good here. Salem, New Hampshire, coming up 16 miles. Oh, the Goldenrod Drive-In. Here's the sign outside. Also, if you go inside, it kind of looks like this on the inside here. And on the menu, here's the menu. I don't see lobster roll. Clever had the lobster roll. I had the scrimp, not the shrimp. Now that was a brief. I just wanted to show y'all some of the clips. I want everybody right now to go over and subscribe. I'm gonna drop the link. We'll be doing some little videos on the new station with Clever and I. Let me drop the link for you here before I forget. And Clever can drop the link too when y'all need the link. She can drop the link. What? You know, Clever's always talking smart. She got a very smart mouth. I told her that I want her to drop the link. She had to say something smart. She got such a smart mouth. Would you please be quiet, please? All right, I'm gonna drop the link. What did I do with the link? Just here. I don't know, just 1 minute. I just had the link in front of me and I just lost it. Because we got some great stuff to talk about tonight. We're gonna talk about the Kash Patels and Donald Trump's FBI lying again. They got caught in another lie. And then they get mad because we won't believe the lie. Let me put that name down there again. What you say about him? I know Clever got a very smart mouth sometimes. Very smart mouth. Let me see here for you. Because I want to show you how Kash Patel got caught in a couple lies again. And they get mad because you catch them in lies. Donald Trump got he's a little, now I tell you, I don't agree with everything Marjorie Taylor Greene did, but Donald Trump told me he's taking his support, his endorsement from her. Because he's upset because we would just sign off on all this crap. Now that's the new station. I want everybody here to go over and subscribe. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look at it. And if you're not subscribed, we're gonna stop until you get over there and subscribe to it. I want everybody to go over and subscribe. Those who view this video later can go over and subscribe. it's not, we're not going to do politics on that station there. We only going to be doing things that we do. We may have Clever in the kitchen cooking with the G string. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Clever in the kitchen because Clever likes to cook. And some of the stuff when we travel, we do some or we go some places. We may show some things on that particular video. A little gardening or something. You just never know. We just gonna do some different things. So y'all hit that link and go over there and subscribe right now, damn it. I don't want to hear no excuses. I want y'all over there to subscribe, right? Subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe. But let me go over, let me look and make sure, see if y'all subscribing over here before we get started here. Make sure we got subscriptions going here. Because y'all can't lie to them. I'm only looking at it. I'm gonna keep going back over there and see who subscribed. Clever, tell me who subscribed. Tell me. This woman just keep talking about. She got a very smart mouth. Okay, we got 8 subscribers so far. We gotta get that up. Now I guess YouTube can't get mad at me on. We can't get mad at that one because we're not going to do politics. We're gonna do fun stuff on there, having fun. We're gonna have like Clever. She might want to do some dances, some moonwalking, because Clever used to do pop locking and like some electric slide and stuff like that. Just never know. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today is that I'll be coming back. I'll ask Clever if she don't be talking like smart when I ask her a question because she got a very, very smart mouth. I need to wash it out with soap sometime. But now you remember that the two incidents that Kash Patel has been caught lying about. Number one is that whole Thomas Crooks, fellow who's supposed to had tried to assassinate President Donald Trump on was that July 13th or June the 13th? July 13th, right? That whole thing is not making any sense. So we want to revisit that one, but we also want to revisit the whole Epstein thing. Now, you do remember when Kash Patel said under oath that Jeffrey Epstein was the only one that is accused of molesting the girls. Now, Meg Kelly kind of stuck her foot in her mouth the other day when she says, well, something about he wasn't technically a pedo because the girls was 15 to 16. Are you serious? If that's your argument, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's not a very smart argument to be making. But as soon as Kash Patel says that Jeffrey Epstein was the only one molesting the girls, right then he lost all credibility to me. And they say that the President Trump, is upset because we won't just believe what Kash Patel and Pam Bundy is saying about Jeffrey Epstein. We've caught you in a lie already. Now, see, this is what I'm gonna tell you right now what's gonna happen if Donald Trump keeps this up. When JD Vance gets ready to run, because I'm sure he's gonna be the one supposed to be successor, Marco Rubio and JD Vance, one of those two, I think it may be JD Vance, what he's gonna have a problem with is that now if DeSantis run this time, it's gonna be different because he's causing people to jump off the train, even though he's done great on the border. Some of the economy is doing good. It could be doing better. But when people say put America first, quit being so damn defensive. I don't understand. Donald Trump takes all this abuse from the left. They talk about him like he's a stepchild. He's never more upset with the left than he is with those who's supposed to be, quote, MAGA. I don't really consider myself as MAGA. I consider myself as a conservative, and I've been conservative before Donald Trump, long before Donald Trump came along, long before some of these so-called influencers now even thought about paying attention to politics. And my thing is that I don't play to the same. When people are always talking about such and such was red pill, I never got off into that crap because you can't red pill me. Before there was a such thing as a damn red pill, I was doing such thing. What's the problem? Okay. I want to show you something, though. I want to show you this particular clip. Now, this woman, remember when she's talking about the Epstein thing? This woman was saying something about Epstein way back in the day, and everybody ignored it.
Pictures, she had everything. She was in hiding for 12 years. We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton, we had everything. I tried for 3 years to get it on, to no avail, and now it's all coming out, and it's like these new revelations, and I freaking had all of it. I'm so pissed right now. Like, every day I get more and more pissed.
You notice what she's saying? Back then, see, the mask came off. Later on, she tried to clean it up. She's saying that they had all the information about Jeffrey Epstein, which is true. Notice what she said. Let me rewind it again.
Everything. She had pictures. She had everything. She was in hiding for 12 years. We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton, we had everything.
Hear what she said? We had Clinton and everybody. 12 years. This video right here was, I don't know how long ago this video. This is the old video too. But even before then, this probably was 10 years ago. 12 years ago before then, they had all this information. So you can go back to the Bush administration, the Obama administration, Trump's first term, Biden, and Trump's second term. All these bouncers knew about Jeffrey Epstein. Now, what makes the Trump administration look suspicious is that you got more upset because we didn't believe what Pam Bundy was saying when the whole damn story don't make no damn sense. You can't. See, some people, everybody think you can bully everybody. Like when Mike Tyson was in his prime, Mike Tyson thought he could bully everybody. Mike Tyson couldn't bully everybody. He couldn't bully Evander Holyfield. Buster Douglas wouldn't be bullied by Mike Tyson. No matter how much of a bully you think you are, no matter how invincible you think you are. See, it seems to me that Donald Trump is starting to get the same mindset as King Uzziah. Now, some of you may not be familiar with the story of King Uzziah, but I want to familiarize you with the story of King Uzziah. King Uzziah was the king in the Bible who probably ruled, I think he was the second longest or the longest, 52 years, if I'm not mistaken. Some say he was related to the prophet Isaiah. And you're familiar with the story. The reason you really are familiar with King Uzziah is that there is, if you go to the book of Kings and some of the history of the kings of Israel, you'll see some information about King Uzziah. But the reason most people know about King Uzziah is because the 6th chapter of Isaiah, when it speaks about, Isaiah was speaking and he was mourning over King Uzziah. And he starts off by saying, in the year that King Uzziah died, all of a sudden the Lord says, shut up, snatches the covers off of heaven and said, look what's going on up in here. I don't want to hear no whining about no King Uzziah. He's an earthly being. See, Donald Trump forget that he's an earthly being, just like all the other great leaders before. JFK had this problem. They blew his brains out. Because when you get a little too cocky or something like that, if you look at Nebuchadnezzar, the reason Nebuchadnezzar was in charge is because Jehovah put him in charge. The reason Donald Trump is the president now is because Jehovah put him in charge. Mr. President, you're not God. When you say you're going to do something, when you don't do what you say you're going to do, the Lord will knock you down. He'll make you eat a little grass, as Nebuchadnezzar had to do. But if you remember that story about King Uzziah, I mean, the story in Isaiah, it said in the year that King Uzziah died, it's almost like as a pause, even though that text doesn't say that. When it says in the year that King Uzziah died, he said, I saw the Lord also, high and lifted up. In other words, he said, it ain't about this earthly king. The King of glory has snatched the covers off of heaven and said, look up here, boy, look at who's really in charge. Isaiah came unglued because he had seen the God of glory. And the angels were so overwhelmed that they couldn't even look. The cherubims were flying around, covering up their eyes, covering up their feet, singing all day long, that great hymn of heaven, holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. Let me give you a little precursor, Mr. President. The only reason you're alive today is because Jehovah tilted your head. Don't not get cocky. Don't be haughty and puffed up and think that you are beyond this. You ain't that smart. The reason that you the president is because you're so damn smart. It ain't because of Charlie Kirk. It ain't because of Susie Wiles. It ain't because of no damn body on the internet. The reason that you are the president is because Jehovah willed it. Period. End of discussion. It ain't because of me and no damn body else on the internet. The reason you the president is because Jehovah wanted you to be the president. And just like he made you the president, nigga, he can stop you from being the damn president. You done got a little too big for your damn britches, Mr. Small Hands. I don't know what this problem is that people think you can't criticize Donald Trump. As I said before, and I'll keep saying this particular statement, I will criticize if I want to criticize Candace Owens, if I want to criticize Nick Fuentes, if I want to criticize Donald Trump or any filthy liberal, Barack Obama, anybody, I criticize whoever the hell I want to criticize. It ain't but one person that put fear in my heart. He happens to be my father. He's in heaven. He does whatever he pleases. He don't have to need a permission slip to do anything. Sometimes these so-called leaders start thinking they're great. Do you know how many powerful people have died over the last 15, 20, 30 years? They thought the earth was going to stop going on because they're dead. Remember how famous Michael Jackson was? He's dead. Elvis Presley, he's dead. You look at all these people who think they're bigger than life. Eventually, Jehovah says, expiration date is up. It's time to go. I'm ready to go. You have to leave here. This whole Epstein debacle is a charade. Everybody knows it's a damn charade. Do not tell me. I don't give a damn what bug-eyed Kash Patel says. He's a filthy liar. And if Donald Trump agrees with him, Donald Trump is a filthy liar. Nobody's going to tell me that there was no other names in the Jeffrey Epstein report that was molesting children. Now, I know you guys have destroyed that evidence, but I won't be lied to. You're not going to tell me something I know is a lie and tell me to shut up about it. From the very onset, matter of fact, before Kash Patel and Donald Trump and J.D. Vance got in office, they all said that there was a bunch of people whose name need to get out. Now, this is Kash Patel when Kennedy was asking him this question.
You've seen
This
most
is
of
him.
the files. Who, if anyone, did Epstein traffic these young women to besides himself?
Himself. There is no credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And the information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one
For the information that we have
in the files.
in the case file.
They destroyed the information. I told you, Kash Patel is, I thought he was smart, but he's not smart. Anybody with lick of common sense will ask this specific question. If there's nobody in the files but Jeffrey Epstein, if Jeffrey Epstein is not some spy for some government, including our own, why would we waste all this time hiding all this damn information if you're not protecting anybody? President Donald Trump says we don't want to hurt anybody. That means somebody else is in the file. What the hell is you talking about? And I don't want to hear anything with Clay and Buck is saying there are some people that may be innocently brought into it. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. I don't want to hear none of that. Because if you're going to tell me that's your defense, all these young women have got their lives destroyed. Plenty of time people get their lives destroyed. Now we trying to protect your buddies? Now here's what, I don't agree with everything Thomas Massey says. Because sometimes he be grandstanding kind of like Rand Paul. But here's Massey reading off some more names. So I want Kash Patel to tell me who these people are.
Applied, according to the transcript, there is no credible information that he trafficked them to anyone else. According to victims who cooperated with the FBI in that investigation, these documents in FBI possession, your possession, detail at least 20 men, including Mr. Jess Staley, CEO of Barclays Bank, who Jeffrey Epstein trafficked victims to. That list also includes at least 19 other individuals, one Hollywood producer worth a few $100 million, one royal prince, one high-profile individual in the music industry, one very prominent banker, one high-profile government official, one high-profile former politician, one owner of a car company in Italy, one rock star, one magician, at least 6 billionaires, including a billionaire from Canada.
Now, I got a question for you. Now, either Thomas Massie is lying about these names he just read off, or Kash Patel is lying. And I'm going to go on a limb and say Kash Patel is a filthy liar. There ain't no way Jeffrey Epstein was trafficking all these women to himself. So this is the question I got for Kash Patel. He's a dumbass. Okay, who say he's smart? He's a dumbass. You're telling me that these people was depositing all this money in the bank account of Jeffrey Epstein and they wouldn't get anything in return. Are you effing kidding me? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I mean, that defies all logic. Give me a good reason why there was a bank account. I forgot how many deposits it had in there, but it was over $1 billion had been deposited in one bank account. And you're telling me they were depositing, but they don't ever say what Jeffrey Epstein was doing for them. They just depositing money in his bank account because he was blackmailing them. Now, the deep state may have destroyed the evidence, and Kash Patel may be too stupid with ship this nigga back to India, wherever the hell he came from. I don't give a damn where he's from. And I'm sick of him talking about his little country girlfriend. We don't care. Quit using the damn plane, the FBI plane, to go visit your girlfriend for a booty call. Do your booty call on your own freaking time. We don't care nothing about that. You was talking like a badass, you and Dan Bongino, before y'all got in office. Now you get in office, you think you can bully us to shut up. You can't bully me to shut up. You little bug-eyed clown, you. You and Dan Bongino. He look like he being held hostage every time he talks now. I never seen a man look so scary that was acting like a badass. I told you, everybody's a badass, either on the internet or everybody's a badass until something happens bad to them, or they have to actually stand up when they have some pressure on them, when it's financial, anything. Give me that same energy when you get a little pressure applied, then I really will think you are a badass. But here we have them telling you that Jeffrey Epstein was trafficking the girls to himself. What damn sense do that even make? So this Maxwell woman was only trafficking and picking up these girls for Jeffrey Epstein. Come on, man. I mean, don't insult our intelligence with that. It's the dumbest thing I've ever even heard. I don't understand how anybody, with a straight face, he can say that. So either Donald Trump is in on the cover-up, or he done went so far down the road with Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, he don't want to admit that they're lying, or he's going to call them to the carpet. But please don't tell me something that I know damn well you're lying. Anybody, I don't give a damn who it is, anybody who tells me that Jeffrey Epstein was only trafficking girls to himself, you's a filthy liar. You's a filthy liar. Now, Donald Trump has said now he told Pam Bondi that he wants Pam Bondi to go and investigate the cleanse ties. Wait a minute. That don't make any sense, Mr. President, because you just said this was all the information. What would she be investigating when her and Kash Patel and you all said that there's nothing else to see? How can she investigate now? See, this is what happens when you try to protect. This is why I don't try to protect anybody. When they do something wrong, I'm calling you on that. Calling you on that. You're not finna feed me this kind of lies and then expect me to protect you. When you do the right thing, I'm gonna say you did the right thing. But see, this is the problem with these people trying to be friends with politicians. I don't want to be no politician's friend. When you do the right thing, I'm gonna report all the right stuff you did. When you do the right thing for this country, put America first, I'm gonna brag on you. When a liberal or anybody tries to come against you and lie on you, I'm gonna say they lying on here. Just like I said, Donald Trump is not in those Epstein files. He's protecting somebody Because if Donald Trump was in the Epstein file, damn it, they would have prayed, they'd have brought it all already. Come on, don't give me that. They tried everything with him, they'd have brought it out already. So there's somebody he's trying to protect. Now, I don't know who in the hell he's trying to protect, but damn it, he's trying to protect somebody. I don't know if it's one of his good friends or something, talking about who don't want to hurt. I don't give a damn about your friends. They should be hanging around and being friends with a fella and hanging out with him when you know damn well he's a child molester and you should get him around. Just like you excommunicated him from Mar-a-Lago, the rest of the people should have did the same thing. Now, I want to know what Bill Gates' ties is. We know Bill Clinton has some dirt on him, but they destroyed the evidence. But I bet you any kind of money, there's still some evidence somewhere because somebody always want to make a copy of something. I bet you some FBI agent or somebody has some dirt still on the people, what they did. Because if you remember when they went to Epstein's house, the funny thing about that, they said they had a warrant for Epstein's house. When they went in, the FBI said there were some files and some data and some drives and some in a safe. They saw the files, but they didn't take the files because they didn't have a search warrant. Do you really think the FBI cares anything about a damn search warrant? They went up, that was all in Melania's freaking underwear. What I don't understand about Donald Trump right now is that Donald Trump, they tried to destroy you. Now you get in there, and the same people that tried to destroy you looks like you trying to protect the ones who tried to destroy you. This don't make any damn sense to me unless you in on it. The hell is you protecting any of these damn people for? I don't give a damn who's in the files. Tough luck. Suck it up. They got plenty of money. They can get over it. Y'all expect these young girls to get over stuff they did to them. If they was 14 and 15, oh, they were not really that minor. Well, these are grown men with plenty of money. I say get over it. If they did something their wife didn't know about, that sounds like a you problem to me. I don't really care. I'm so sick of these people. They got certain people. This is the problem I have with all this bailout, when they've been bailing out the banks and the car companies, the airline companies, these CEOs and these people who work in these big corporations, when they do the bailout, they still get all their money, they get all their bonuses, but the taxpayers has to pay for all of this. The whole system is rigged. And we haven't really, in my lifetime, we really haven't seen real capitalism. All we really saw is crony capitalism because a bunch of people are getting paid a bunch of money, both Republicans and Democrats. Everybody keeps saying how smart they are. If you're so damn smart, why do we have to give you all these favors in order to make how smart you are? How about have a market and let the market take care of everything? See, this is the problem. I don't want nobody banned on any social media. Let the people decide who they want to watch. Why is it that all of these people want to get certain people banned and not other certain people don't get banned? Like the reason they don't like me because most of the influencers won't go in hard on the LGBTQ, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and the whole trans movement. I've been going out hard on since then, and they told me that's why really I got banned. But some of the other ones, they try to make light jokes because they too scared. They're too damn scary. But then everybody talking about they like, I know some personally who done told me that they were scared. I ain't gonna even call your name, but I mean, they scared of the trans community and everything else. But they built a big platform on stuff and they let them get away with it. This is all I'm gonna say. And I couldn't get away because I wouldn't kiss ass to the pink mafia. And I'm never gonna kiss up to the pink mafia and stuff. It's just certain things. See, all of this tolerance has really made the country weaker. Everybody keeps talking about tolerance. Damn it, tolerate me then. Everybody talks about tolerance, but they're not really tolerant. Everybody, if you can say what you want and you can believe what you want, why can't I? I don't want you banned. I don't care who it is. Everybody's talking about canceling this. All you gotta do is people don't have to watch it. If you're saying people are too stupid to figure out facts, that sounds like a you problem to me. Because some of the stuff I don't even have to look up. I know you lying about it. It don't even take much research to find out that you lying about a certain story because it's logically, it doesn't even make any damn sense. And when you tell me a story or when you tell me a belief system that completely contradicts what God says, I'm not going to believe you anyway. I'm nothing you can say to make me believe that. I don't do that. And I can't be bullied no kind of way. I done tried all kind of people done tried all kind of bullying and said, this doesn't work with me. I'd rather die than be bullied to say something or believe something I don't really believe in. I would rather die. And I don't mean that in a hyper way. I mean that literally. But here we have this Epstein thing going on. And this is another thing is, why isn't Donald Trump more interested in the people who tried to assassinate him? He literally put the guy in charge of the Secret Service who was there, who let him go on the stage. Logically, that just don't make any damn sense to me. And the whole the fellow who's supposed to be the one who assassinates you, that whole story don't even make any sense to me any longer. I'm serious. Just think about this. They cremated his body. The FBI releases his body to his family. His family will never talk to you. But they released his body and they cremated his body, what? It was either 10 or 20 days after the assassination attempt. And from what I heard, they say that one of the local police officers and the sniper both shot him. They washed down the scene. I don't understand how we don't know more information about that. All the data is not being released. See, and the woman who was, what was her name? The Cheeto woman. I call her the Cheeto woman, who was in charge, this DEI hire, who was in charge of the Secret Service in the first place. Now, they knocked her down, but she never was really in charge anyway. See, the deep state all their operations is ran from behind the scenes. Christopher Wray was never really in charge. James Comey thought he was really in charge. He was never really in charge either. The deep state, the people that's behind the scenes are the ones that's really dangerous. The ones who assassinated JFK. Now, you remember that Kash Patel said about that when he was on with Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck and him was huffing and puffing and laughing with him. He was telling you how I read the whole report with the JFK files. See, Kash Patel is the guy who probably used to get picked on in school. They used to take his milk money, give him wedges and stuff, talk about his bug eyes. And he got picked on in school. He was never popular in school. You can tell he wasn't. And now these are the kind of people you put in charge. See, Christopher Wray used to get picked on in school too. James Comey, even though he was tall, he got picked on in school because they thought he could play basketball because he was tall. He was nothing. Everybody used to take his milk money too. None of these people was popular in school. And you notice what's dangerous about people who's not popular in school. When they get out of school, you get them a position or something. They don't know how to act when they get a position. See, that's the problem with a lot of these people. You can tell they were never, like Adam Schiff, the reason he got a chip on his shoulder, you knew Adam Schiff got picked on in school. They kicked him in his ass when he walked down the hall. He probably was a hall monitor or something right there. He never was, but they talked about his little skinny neck. When he'd be sitting there, he used to slap him in the back of his neck, make it real red. He always got picked on in school. No girl would go to the prom with him. I think he went to the prom with his grandma, and he got lucky that night, I heard, with his grandma. Adam Schiff did. And see, these are the kind of people who was never been popular. They never really had a girlfriend. Their right hand was their girlfriend in school. These are the kind of people who get in charge and when you put them in government, you put them in charge of anything, they're dangerous as hell, because then they're going to take it out on everybody else because they was never popular when they was in school. These are the people, when we play sports, when you went out to PE, nobody picked them. Matter of fact, the teacher says, whoever need an extra player, they put somebody like Adam Schiff on their team. These are the people who was never in charge of. Lindsey Graham. You think Lindsey Graham was popular in school? Hell no, he wasn't popular in school. Everybody called him a fag in school. And everybody knew that he never had got it. To this day, he ain't never had no poo nanny. Just gonna call it like I see it. Now, what I'm upset about, like, here's the problem is, when you put a bunch of people who was never popular, they got a chip on their shoulder, and they get in the office, and now they want to abuse their power. That's most of the people who are in office are those ones who wasn't very popular in school, and everybody telling how smart they are, but they're awkward. No offense, but Elon Musk was never popular in school either. Oh, I know we're streaming on it, but he wasn't popular in school either. Did he go to school over here? Did he go to school in South Africa? Because he's an African American, Elon Musk is. That's a real African American right there. Elon Musk was kind of awkward. You can tell he's kind of awkward, socially awkward, but he was really, really smart. And sometimes people pick on people like that. They shouldn't pick on people. I don't like people bullying people around. Never do I like that. I had a friend of mine, and I ain't gonna call his name because if he listened, he'll know who I'm talking about. We were in we was at high school, and he had a bad habit. This guy was gay. He was the only gay guy I went to high school. Now I didn't like picking on people. I don't care if they're gay or not. I don't like picking on nobody. I don't like picking on the awkward person. But he used to like to tease this gay guy. I said, man, would you just leave that dude alone, man? He ain't bothering nobody. One day, and this guy, the same gay guy never went to the same elementary. Looked like he was transferring from school, but he was openly gay, but he was the only openly gay guy we knew. Some other guys were suspect. And one day, this gay guy had enough of this particular individual effing with him. He was walking down. I remember we were standing on the side. It was at lunchtime, and we were standing up against the wall, and people used to go. They had 3 cafeterias at the school I went to, Snack Bar and all this regular. And he said something to the gay guy, and it's like the gay guy had been waiting. Like, if this nigga say anything else to me, I'm gonna cut him. He pulled out a box cutter and ran down the hall chasing him. The gay guy checks out, but I bet you he stopped messing with the guy. Quit messing with people. I says, what you get. I wish he'd have got you. That'd have broke you up right there. Quit harassing people for no damn reason. But these are the people who got picked on in school. Now they're taking it out on us. You can tell that they wasn't popular. But this whole Crooks thing is not making any sense to me. Why would the FBI, sometimes they have a crime scene, it be your own house and you can't go back in your own house for a couple of weeks. You telling me they have a crime scene, they wash the crime scene down, release the body, let the body be cremated, and he tried to kill the president. Now, the lack of curiosity by Donald Trump is starting to be a little suspicious to me. I'll put it like that. Okay, here is one of the reports. I want you to listen to this good.
Independent report, Blake. So this is separate from the committee investigating this. Some of his findings were interesting. He says the first bullet that actually hit the would-be assassin didn't come from Secret Service. It came from a local officer on the ground, a SWAT officer.
Stop right there. Now, this is not the report that Kash Patel or the whole Trump administration released. You're telling me that now the sniper is not the only bullet that was in him. How we even know? Can we get the autopsy? Let me rewind it again so you can listen to what he's saying.
Report, Blake. So this is separate from the committee investigating this. Some of his findings were interesting. He says the first bullet that actually hit the would-be assassin didn't come from Secret Service. It came from a local officer on the ground, a SWAT officer. Okay. He says the FBI cleaned up the scene relatively quickly in the first 24, 48 hours, which he says was unusual. He also says that the body itself of Thomas Crooks, of this would-be assassin, was given back to the family and cremated almost immediately, which raises some more questions. And actually one other committee member says—
It raises questions for him, though.
For him and for one or two others on the committee that I talked to.
Now, do you think that's a little suspicious there? When did you hear about the shooter being the sniper? One shot, they said. Now you're telling me that there was other bullets in him. Can we see the autopsy report? Because some's not making any sense right now. This is not, logically, this is not making any sense. Now, somebody got some explaining to do. Miss Dana, is that you on is that another Dana? on the because Miss Dana normally supports us through PayPal, but it's another Dana. I don't want to give credit to the wrong person because this is Dana. Hold on a minute. Let me check something out here before I give the wrong name. I don't like to do that. Dana. That's her? Oh, okay. I didn't know because you normally go through PayPal and you went through. That's why I was a little confused. I said, is that same Miss Dana? Miss Dana just hit us up for a sponsorship. Let me give her props. Is Scott over at your house tonight, Miss Dana? Is Scott at your house? Well, I'll give a shout out to you in your bow there, the Italian stallion. No, Scott Caracci. Thank you there, Miss Dana. She says, thank you for the truth will come out. Well, I'm hoping the truth will come out. They in San Diego? Okay. They both in San Diego? Oh, he's in San Diego. What's going on, Scott? Scott, Miss Dana said you better be on your best behavior down there. You better be going to the beach with them women in bikinis and stuff. This is oh, I forgot. One more person I got hold on a minute. I forgot. This is our Miss Catherine. I'm sorry, I said Catherine. Karen Tidich. I think that I always say her name, but she hasn't corrected me yet. But she's a monthly contributor. Thank you so much, Karen. I do appreciate it. See, this is a good Karen. We have bad Karens, we have good Karen. Clever baby, you okay, baby? Clever's right here. She's over here. She's you okay, baby? Hey, now if you just came in late, we dropped the link to our new say Doc and Clever experience. Let me drop it again. I told Clever to drop it, but she lost it. Let me drop it again because I want y'all to go. How many subscribers got over there now, baby? They subscribing? Let me drop that link again. What do I do with the link? If I lose that link one more time, tell you the truth, it's Clever's fault. All y'all ain't subscribed then. What's your problem? Okay, in case you just got in here, we have a new station over here. We want y'all to go over and subscribe to it. We went to Boston, New Hampshire, and Vermont. Excuse me, New Hampshire. Clever, my English teacher over here, New Hampshire. She said I'm saying hamster. New Hampshire. She going British on me again over here. It's pronounced New Hampshire. I dare you say New Hampshire. You need to pronounce the words correctly. What did you just say in the store? When we were just in the store? I told you was talking proper again, doing British accents again. What you said was it the water? You don't know about the water or something you said. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. When I just told you. Oh, yes. Did you? She told me we were just in the store. She went British again. I only drink spring water. I said, boy, she sure can actually. What did I do with that damn link? Clever, you need to say the link so you can drop it. Oh, here it is. I keep on misplaying. Oh, I'm sorry, Steak. I forgot to text my boy Steak. Steak, I got a new link here. Now, anybody here right now, I need y'all to go over and subscribe to our new link there. We put up it was just part one so far. It was our leaving Houston, going into Boston, parts of New Hampshire. And the next one, the part 2 is when we arrive in Vermont. It was some characters down there too. Some characters down there. So y'all make sure y'all go over, subscribe to the new station. We'll be Clever gonna cook some of meals. We're gonna videotape Clever and he'll cook in and do all kind of. We're gonna do a little fun stuff on there. We're not gonna even cover politics on there. We're gonna be just fun stuff. We may do a movie review. We may do anything. There's no telling what we may do. So we'll be doing it. Make sure y'all subscribe over there. I want to play this clip of who is this one? I forget. What did I do with that clip of Epstein? What did I do with it? Okay, here's two things about the Thomas Crooks thing that's not making any sense. Matter of fact, I can't play. You know that video I played last night of the guy crying over his wife? I can't play it no more. YouTube said I can't play the video no more. Can you believe this? People be playing whole damn, their whole station is reacting on stuff. The video that got singing to his wife, they said I can't play the video no more. They said a song in there or something is copyright infringement. That song, how in the hell is that copyright? I'm gonna show you this song right here. I won't play all of it. They say I can't play this no more. Well, here's the real. Do you understand? People got whole stations that they do reviews on the whole song of people, and they let them do it, and they still monetize. Always effing with me, man, because I won't play nice with other people. Unbelievable, man. You get upset because I won't play. This is against community standards. That's who watching me on the West End Baby too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I tried to tell y'all, when I tell you something is true. No, I ain't even say. When I tell you something is true, though, I told you this 2 years ago almost. Didn't I not tell you this 2 years ago? I can't say what we're talking about, but it's something I told Clem. I says, I know a plant when I see one. I know a spy when I see one. I told her this 2 years ago, and I was right about it. Because they think I don't be knowing stuff. Just because I look stupid or may sound stupid or don't pronounce all these words right, don't get it twisted, because I know facts. I'm very good at facts. Yeah, you can pronounce all the words you want. I'm very good at facts. And I know when somebody's trying to set me up. I know when you're trying to set me up. I can spot you from 1,000,000 miles away. I want to play something because we know Tucker Carlson is wrong about some stuff, but Tucker is right about this right here. Because Tucker had posted that, because you remember the FBI initial report says that this Thomas Crooks fella, he didn't have any social footprint on social media. He didn't have any footprints on the social. What happened? You okay? He didn't have any social footprints. And Kash Patel tried to reprimand Tucker Carlson for saying this. Like I said, Tucker Carlson has been wrong about several things, but he's right sometimes. And he's right about this. See, whenever you have somebody, because they don't like somebody, they disagree with certain things, they start like I'm not going to lie on people because I disagree with them, or I might not even like them that much, but I'm not going to lie on him. Kash Patel tried to say that Tucker Carlson was lying about the footprints of Thomas Crooks. And then Tucker brought the receipts. This guy got a gun in his damn house, and there's a bunch of activities visiting his house, and it looked like government issue phones that was visiting Thomas Crooks. I'm just saying. So I'm just gonna give you the first part of this. This is what Tucker was talking about, and Kash Patel tried to say he was lying at first. Now this is Thomas Crooks' home. Notice that his father, they won't say anything about his father. I don't even know if Thomas Crooks is dead, because you remember he was in that Black Rock video, which is a little suspicious too. And I think if I'm not mistaken, Tyler Robinson was in some other kind of video too. That whole thing is suspicious too. I'm not a conspiracy kind of guy, but when something doesn't make any damn sense, I'm not going to ignore it.
These are videos the FBI has worked hard to make sure you haven't seen.
See, these are the videos. They say he had the fool got a gun right here.
They're from the Google Drive account of Thomas Crooks, the man who on July 13th,
They say it was no evidence. Now, if Tucker Carlson found the damn evidence, you mean to tell me Kash Patel and the FBI couldn't find it? Why would Kash Patel lie about this? Why would he lie about this guy not having footprints? Either he's stupid or he's a liar. And we don't need an FBI director who's stupid or liar. We've had enough of those.
2024, showed up at the Butler County, Pennsylvania fairgrounds and tried to assassinate the front.
Now, you don't think this is a little suspicious here? If Tucker Carlson got this information, don't tell me that the FBI don't have this information.
That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Now, this is my question. Somebody tried to shoot President Trump. I don't know if Thomas Crooks is the one who actually fired the shot or not. We cannot be 100% sure. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody can be 100% sure that he actually fired any shots. Just like I don't believe that Lee Harvey Oswald ever shot a gun towards the president of the United States. And think about that. That happened in 1963. We don't know no more information now. That was like 61 years ago. And we don't even have all the information on that particular thing because the Warren report was a complete lie. If I'm not mistaken, I think Ford, the former president, was on the Warren report, and that whole damn was a lie. He wasn't very smart. The people behind the scenes are the ones who control everything. They control the media and everything else. They'll get a couple of front mans out there. Do you really think that Joe Biden was smart enough to come up with these scandals? Do you think Barack Obama was smart enough to come up with this? No. These career bureaucrats that's in these intel communities are the ones who's doing it. You go look at every country, whether it be Israel, whether it be Russia, whether it be Germany. The people who are career politicians are the ones who's hiding this stuff and controlling those they put out in front. They knew a fellow was on that roof. They said the roof was too slow, but the roof that the sniper was on was more slope than the damn roof that Thomas Crooks went up on top of. And you mean to tell me that the Secret Service didn't have any drones available? You mean to tell me that the Secret Service didn't see this fool climbing on top of that damn building? He took the shot. Now we find out that there was a bullet from somebody else besides the sniper that was inside of him. I don't even know if that's true. At this point, I don't believe anything that this FBI, I believe this FBI the same amount that I believe Christopher Wray's and James Comey's FBI. I don't believe a word they're saying. Nothing that they're saying actually logically makes any damn sense. Now, if you remember, Kash Patel is the same one says that Lee Harvey Oswald was the sole shooter. He said that right in Glenn Beck's face, and Glenn Beck didn't even question that. You mean the magic bullet makes sense to you now? Because the magic bullet don't make any sense. And what I really don't understand is the whole Jack Ruby thing. Do you really think that Jack Ruby could have got in there without any help and shot and killed Lee Harvey Oswald and not have any help? How in the hell did he even know they was going to bring him through that particular door? That don't even make any damn sense. The man who just assassinated the president, they just walking carefree. And the whole thing, and I'm going to keep bringing this up too, when Lee Harvey Oswald, after he had shot the man, it kind of reminds you of the Tyler Robinson incident, because he was later on supposedly at some Dairy Queen or something. But Lee Harvey Oswald shoots the president of the United States and walks down the street. A police officer stops him. He allegedly shot the police officer, but all I want to know is where's the gun that he shot? Because the rifle was left there. Where's the gun that Lee Harvey Oswald shot the police officer with? Where's that gun? because maybe they came up with the gun, but I haven't seen any evidence that they even have that gun. So, but remember, Kash Patel said when he was talking to Glenn Beck that he saw the whole report and Lee Harvey Oswald is the sole shooter. Do you believe Lee Harvey Oswald killed? I mean, do you believe that the people that they said killed Dr. King and RFK Jr., do you believe those stories too? Because I don't believe none of those damn stories either. As a matter of fact, the reason that RFK, I don't know why RFK wasn't more aware that they may kill him after they killed the president, for the love of God. But they couldn't let him in office, because if he got in office then, he would have revealed who killed his brother. That's why they killed him. Let's just think about that. They assassinated, he was the attorney general then, and they assassinated the president, and they was carefree about that. If they can kill the president, then kill the president's brother, then kill Dr. King, did you not think for 1 minute that they can kill Charlie Kirk? I mean, if they're able to kill the president, and it's 61 years later, and most of that story is not making any damn sense, you think that they can't kill Charlie Kirk? My personal belief right now, from looking at the evidence that they've been giving me, I don't think Tyler Robinson did the shooting. I once thought he did the shooting. I don't believe that. I think he's a pansy, just like Lee Harvey Oswald was a pansy. I believe he was a pansy. Now, see, this is the way it works. Most of you don't understand. When I tell you that the deep state, and it ain't just those in the government, rich people behind the scene, including those in the government, they're able to, when a person is hostile, I don't know if he was MK Ultra or not, but when a person is hostile already towards the government, if they put the right people around them, give them the right tools, they can set them up to do whatever the hell they want to set them up to do. Because Lee Harvey Oswald hated the government. He was more favored towards communism. They got the right people around him, gave him a little money, let him travel to Russia, let him travel to Cuba, got him a job at the facility that they need to have a job. Tyler Robinson, the same way. Okay, his boyfriend is weird. The fairy thing is weird. See, everybody's gonna jump on it at first, but then when you jump on it, you have to back up and say, wait a minute. A lot of that story is not even making any damn sense, because we saw that TMZ released the video. I even played the video. He was walking down the street, allegedly with the gun hidden inside his trousers. But all we see is still shots of him when he supposedly arrived at the campus. Why don't we see any more videos besides the video of him allegedly running on top of the roof? That's not making any sense to me. Now, I'm gonna play. I got another video that is a little suspicious to me of what these people are saying. I gotta thank some more people in a few seconds, but I want to play another video for you. Matter of fact, I got 2 more videos I want to play for you, and you tell me, do any of these make any sense? And this is Thomas. This is him walking around. This is Thomas Crooks here, walking around the fair, looking kind of normal, right? Guess he's scoping out the scene. Now, isn't it possible that one of his handlers or those responsible for MK3 Ultra got him to walk there so they can plant the whole thing on him? Because it's not making any sense. Okay, he's just strolling around. Now, that's him over there too. Now, why is anybody not suspicious of this fella? This is supposed to be 1 hour before the shooting. He's just walking over on the other side, and the Secret Service and the people on top of the roof don't see this. This ain't no security failure. I don't care what nobody said. That's somebody running on top of the roof. It could have been him on top of the roof. I don't really know. Because we never really saw him clearly after he supposedly got shot. What I like to know is that, why did the Secret Service allow President Donald Trump to go on the stage when it's already been said there's an active person acting strange on the roof? You don't verify who's on the roof before? And President Trump hired the guy who let him go on stage to be over the Secret Service then? These are the same people who still was giving protections to Joe Biden, to Hunter Biden. Now he's on the roof right here. And don't forget that people were telling him that he's on the damn roof. Now that looked like him right there. I'm not for sure if it's him or not.
And you know, that's a little bit.
It's something very, very suspicious about everything. Everything about these people. Now, why did the sniper let him get off a shot first? He see the dude on top of the roof. He's right there. Why he didn't shoot him before he shot? Don't even make no damn sense.
That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Watch the sniper again. Watch the sniper here. Why is he jumping back like that? I don't even know what he's doing because he's looking through the scope. Is he shooting? Was that a shot? After the shot, maybe that was a shot. I'm not for sure. What is this spotter doing? This is his daddy. This is Thomas Crook's daddy. He looked like he slapped crazy. He looked like he need to be in a mental institute himself. Look at him. He looks like his son, though. Look kind of inbred to me. But they never questioned his dad. Now, is that his dad's house? Because it's almost like the government gave him some money or something to disappear.
Is there anything that might have made you aware of what your son was up to?
Look, he won't talk. He won't talk. His boy looked just like him, though. He looked very sloppy and funky. Looked like he don't bathe regularly to me. They've never talked to the media. What does his dad do for a living? You can't find out no information. This is way too damn suspicious. His dad looked like he liked to eat, though. He sure looked like he can put away some damn groceries. That's for sure. Look at him. Look at him. His wrist is bigger than my damn thighs. Damn.
Is there any statement you'd be willing to share with us right now?
And is that his other son over there? Because he looked crazy as hell, too.
Now, Mr. Crooks?
He's a bunch of inbreds.
I gotta pee.
Did he say he got to pee? Did he say he got to pee? You look like you need to have like a good cleansing. He looked like he may need a good flushing. Look like he may need to, I don't know. He need to. You look like you may need to add some more fiber in there or something in your diet or something. Because he don't look. He like the little boy like he's starving. Crook's little brother there. And then I had this other video I want you to see. This particular one here, let me see if I got it here. Now, this is Tim Burchett. He be on to something. That dude is kind of funny too.
I'm gonna toss to you. That's right. Yep.
They see, he's talking about the MK Ultra here too.
MK Ultra. I'm gonna toss to you. That's right. Yep.
They got sued. They said it didn't exist. And then they got sued and they said, oh, it exists, but we don't use it anymore.
See, you know what he's saying here? Now, I know I brought this up before, but if you ever watched the movie Born Identity, Born Supremacy, I swear that movie, I love that movie. There's 3 of them. Not the fake one without Jason Bourne in there, the real Jason Bourne, Matt Damon. They try to put another guy in there in between, was trash. The 3 that Matt Damon playing, all those are good. In there is like an MK Ultra program, if you ever watched that movie, that they're programming these people to be killers. That is not, and then if you really pay attention to it, the guy who's the handler, he goes to the committee and says, we don't do that program anymore. We trash the program or whatever. They're lying. That movie is based on the MK Ultra program. I don't care what nobody said. It is. If you pay close attention to it, watch it again. I made Clever watch it one day. She went to try to go to sleep on it. I made my kids watch the movie. It's 3 of these particular programs. We may watch it. We may watch that tonight. Clever go to sleep if we watch it tonight. She'll go to sleep because she'll be We be watching. I be talking to the next thing I know, she dozes off on me.
So I don't believe them as far as I can throw the dome off the dadgum Capitol, Benny. You got a kid who's got access to guns or has some simple knowledge of a firearm. He was programmed. You're exactly right. They programmed this kid, and Kristi Noem and Cash and Bongino and the rest are reporting the facts as they know them. The facts have been buried or burned or whoever knew.
See, this is what I say. I said the deep state is way too smart for Pam Bundy and Cash Patel and Dan Bongino. They're way too smart. See, when you remember the video I played for you guys when Cash Patel, now Dan Bongino told this story, he was on Fox News. And he said when him and Dan Bongino and Cash Patel first arrived, he said that some people was pulling them to the side and says, man, we glad you guys are here. I bet you any kind of money that was part of the deep state. Because the deep state is good at manipulating people. No matter what they got to do. If they got to blackmail you, they'll do that. If they got to pretend like they're cheerleading for you. Because sometimes the biggest cheerleader can be the spy. If you remember the Godfather movie, when the Godfather told, what was his name on there? Michael Corleone. He said, a brother who comes to you and tries to help is the one who's going to try to betray you. And I agree with him 100%. You can't always get the most enthusiastic person or the people who act like they're on your side. Everybody who's been jugged in the back. Almighty Caesar, does that lie so low? Brutus. Sometimes the person who pretends like, you remember when the Proud Boys got infiltrated? They got infiltrated by the ones who act like they was excited. You can't trust everybody who acts like they're excited. Everybody who acts like you're a friend. I personally believe, I know some of y'all get mad when I say this about this. I personally believe that QAnon was a government plant that was feeding y'all some good information, but they was leading y'all down a path. Because if you remember, what I'm going to keep bringing up with the whole QAnon thing, and I tried to tell people who I knew personally about this, is that I guarantee you, I even told, I said, I'm willing to bet my right arm, because QAnon told everybody that Barack Obama, Hillary, always going to get locked up in Guantanamo Bay. I said, when that don't happen, that's going to prove to my case that he was a plant. He was feeding y'all some good information. See, that's what they always do. They got to give you some good information, some insider information. And then they said that William Barr was a honey badger. That's QAnon's the one who said. To this day, did William Barr get anybody locked up? Matter of fact, he turned on y'all. He said there was no voter fraud. He made it emphatic there was no voter fraud. And William Barr is the same one who allowed them to steal the damn election. And everybody was saying, QAnon was telling everybody that Hillary and Barack and all these people was going to get put in Guantanamo Bay. Did anybody get arrested? That should let you know something right there. I said, man, that sounds like an inside job. I remember when the people that was supporting Trump back at the first amendment, they were mad at me because I got kicked off of YouTube then and I was on Facebook. And they would get mad at me then. I said, man, I'm telling y'all. And they wouldn't want to be, and after I was right about it, they stopped when they didn't want to talk to me no more. Don't get mad at me because y'all made these people be y'all hero. I told y'all, stop having heroes on earth because they'll disappoint you every damn time. I said that there's something suspicious about QAnon. That was a fact. And I tried to get them to bet, but they didn't want to bet. But then it was wrong. You gonna get mad at me because you wrong, because you had confidence. I told y'all. Like, eventually, you can mark my word on this right here. Eventually, there's going to be a whole lot of more people who have egg on their face. Now, you guys keep on forgetting the people who have egg on their face because they'll stay with their program. But you forget the thing that was wrong about it. Like, technically, Tucker Carlson really has egg on his face, but nobody really brings up the stuff that he got egg on his face. Eventually, Candy Owen going to have some egg on her face. Now, you mark my word, don't get mad at me. Nick, for instance, is going to have some egg on his face pretty soon, too. And you guys going to get mad when I bring it back up. I'm going to say, you remember I told you so? Because when you go in so hard on something, when I can verify that some of the stuff you saying that You got to know you lying about certain things, but I'm not going to even tell you what it is right now. But they going in hard because they popular. It is obvious that some people in the Donald Trump administration is lying right now. So that means he may be lying about something. It's obvious that the Democrats are not really interested in the Epstein stuff coming out. That's a ploy right now. If they wanted to come out, it been came out. And don't give me this lame excuse like Jasmine Crockett said, the reason it didn't come out, they were still investigating. That sounds like a talking point that Christopher used to use. We're still investigating. If they want to leak out information, they don't give a damn about no damn investigation. They can leak that damn information out. That's the lamest lie I've ever heard before. But the Democrats are jumping up right now. We want the information. They're protesting right now in front of the White House. We want the information out about Epstein. No, they don't. They don't want that information out. This is how they try to trigger this Tim Burch. He was saying he tried to release it, and the Democrats stopped him.
Is either sitting on a beach somewhere and enjoying a fruity drink, or they're dead. I would suggest they're probably dead. And this,
because dead people don't talk. This is why I know Epstein is dead. They wouldn't let Epstein stay alive because it's too much chance they can talk. They're just going to kill him. They're going to let you be alive so you can come back and tell on this.
This is what happens. You claim it doesn't. They label me and you conspiracy theorists, but this is exactly what we see happen. And it happens in Washington. It's happening now. It's too deep. It is. And that's why I said, I wish they could go in and just fire everybody.
I do too.
And then just start back. But you can't do that because of security. You're going to fire some good people that are clearly have their thumb in the dike on terrorists or what have you. And that's where we're at.
I agree with him 100%. What you would need to do in order to really drain the swamp is you would have to fire everybody. Then they're going to say, we can't do that because it's for national security reasons. Somebody has to be still in charge. It's never going to get cleaned out. Notice that President Trump and this administration don't talk about draining the swamp no more. You notice that? They don't talk about draining the swamp because the swamp can't get drained. It's impossible to drain the swamp. Because the whole damn thing almost, it's probably 3 or 4 man, and they don't probably know that much, but the whole damn thing would have to be drained, and you have to lock up these bastards who's been lying and destroying the American people for this long. All these industries are trash. The DOJ, the FBI, the FDA, the environment, the EPA, the what's that one with the gun with ATF? They all are corrupt. They all have been corrupt. They're all going to stay corrupt. The FBI was founded on a corrupt man by the name of J. Edgar Hoover, a closet queer who liked to spy and look at everybody. It's all a scam. Everything they do is a damn scam. They've been lying the whole damn time, and now you want us just to ignore your lies. We can't do that. We're not able to just ignore you lying to us. But they've lied to us now. They become hostile. Even Donald Trump is getting a little hostile, a little haughty beyond himself because we won't believe your lies. Listen here, small hands. We're not going to believe anything else. And you may need to, everybody keeps saying you may need to do some couple of pushaways too. Getting upset because somebody questioning some bull story you telling us. Don't tell us a lie and then want us to believe your lie. We're not going to believe just because you said so. We're going to expose you too if you start trying to lie to us. Now you talking about you telling Pam Bundy to go investigate. No. You said that anybody who's still talking about Epstein, you don't want their support anymore. No. I will not have you talk to me like that and think I will not attack you. I will talk about your whole damn family. Yes, I will. I don't give a damn if you're the president. Quit lying to me. When somebody lies to me, and I know you lying to me, and then you get mad because I call you on your BS, and then you get offended about it, that sounds like a you problem to me. I told y'all Pam Bundy was trash when he first nominated her. People got mad at me. Give her a chance. I said, I already know Pam Bundy. When she was in Florida, she didn't do a damn thing down there. She's like a sorority mom. She wants to tell you, who's her friend? She's so happy and stuff. Boy, that girl must be able to suck a freaking basketball through a garden hose or something, because I can't see anything else they hiring her for. Because the damn show ain't because she's so damn smart. I will not buy that lie. Don't give me that lie. My man Patrick J. McCarran, Brother Patrick, you've been right about it. Brother Patrick said, thanks for another great show. Trump is just another form of communism. The design is set in place. This is a communist country, and no one will escape communism. The truth is brutal. Once it becomes communist, they're not going to do anything to knock out the rest of them. He's right. Why would they do something to expose themselves? Why aren't they doing more to lock up people from the deep state? That's what I'm asking, Brother Patrick. Why aren't they trying to lock up people from the... They keep releasing stuff. We just had another investigation. Now it's Eric Sewell, mortgage fraud. If you or I, if anybody in the chat, just say if Brother Patrick had did it. Let's just say if Dana had did it, Scott had did it. Who else is in the chat? Stacey Michaels. Just say Stacey had did voter fraud like Tish James or Adam Schiff did. Stacey Michaels will be in prison right now. The old bag will be locked up if she had did anything like that. They'd have hid State 59 for sure. Clever, they were locked up. If you had did the same thing they did, they would have locked you up already. Patrick Smith, they'd have locked you up already. Jim Gates, they'd have locked you up already. Akira, they'd have locked you up already. You would have got Seeker 8955, they'd have locked you up already. Off of workplaces, they'd have locked you up already. If you or I had did exactly what these people did, so you got to ask yourself this question: why is the Trump administration waiting so long to prosecute these people? James Comey is not going to jail. Big Tish is not going to jail. This Tim Burchett guy is right. The whole damn thing need to be, you remember law-abiding citizens? The whole damn thing need to be burnt down.
Why Kash Patel and Bongino are having such a hard time. I don't.
They're having a hard time because they're too stupid and cowardice. When they went in and said it was going to clean house, bunch of the people who Kash Patel promoted some people in the deep state, end up having to let them go after it was exposed by a whistleblower. So either he's stupid or he's in on the plan.
Kristi Noem, I don't. Either way, I don't give a rip either way. But I think at their level, that's what's happened. And that's I don't care. You can call me a lunatic, but when the CIA says this thing, we don't have this thing, and then they're brought in, their asses are brought into a court of law, and they say, well, we have it, but we don't use it anymore.
Exactly. Just like you remember that when the so-called rollout was supposed to happen, Pam Bundy has changed her story so many times. Kash Patel has changed his story. I don't know if Pam Bundy is blowing the president or not. I don't really know. I'm not for sure. But it's some suspicious about. He's always calling somebody dumb. Well, either Pam Bundy is dumb or corrupt. Either Kash Patel is dumb or corrupt. Because you're not going to tell me, first of all, the Epstein thing makes any sense. You damn sure not going to tell me the assassination attempt that they washed down the whole scene and cremated the body of the fellow who's supposed to have did it. Are you serious? Who washes away the whole scene that fast? And now you're upset because he said, Donald Trump said he was trying to primary, I think, MTG. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's right about this. But Marjorie Taylor Greene, you remember she was on the bandwagon with Kevin McCarthy at that time. I tried to tell you, she was like a cheerleader for him. Well, you know, she does a lot of jock riding too when it's convenient. I think she has a book or something out there. These people, you remember James Comer? When Joe Biden was still the president, When James Comer was investigating Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, he said we were going to impeach him. He said we had all this information about all the illegal activities that the Biden clan had done. And then all of a sudden, Joe Biden is not in there anymore. Bam, he comes out with a book. Technically speaking, James Comer needs to be investigated. All this time he had all this dirt, and he waited to Joe Biden gets out of office and he writes a damn book with the crimes he committed and nobody got arrested. You got to be suspicious when nobody is being arrested. I don't want no damn indictment. I want them arrested, damn it. Do them like they were doing those who were supporting you. See, it almost is detrimental to come out and just report y'all blinded. I'm telling you, you'll make it hard. The midterm elections in 2028, y'all just giving it back to the Democrat. Because when the Democrats, people get upset, they'll still vote for the Democrats. When the true conservatives gets upset, they'll stay home and not vote. Just ask, if you could ask Herbert Bush, read my lips. No new taxes. They stayed home. That's why Clinton won, because they stayed home. When you piss off conservatives, they just say, I'm done with you. I'm not going to support you anymore. Don't you care about the country? Why don't they care about the country? Quit promising me you're going to do something and don't do it and then want me to blindly follow you. I'm not blindly following nobody. Hell is you talking about? You're not Jesus. Hell is you talking about? Jesus don't even ask you to blindly follow him. He shows you things first. Sometimes these people have a demigod complex or something. They'll start worshiping some politician. They'll start worshiping some influencer and act like you can't say nothing bad about it. Here's my point. Somebody talking trash shouldn't get you that scared not to talk about it. I don't understand anybody who's so scared that they won't say anything about somebody because somebody gonna talk trash about them on the internet. Did you die? Did you die because somebody talked trash about you on the internet? They've been talking trash on the internet about me for 17 years. Nobody's came to visit me yet. A lot of them said it was going to come and visit me because I'm not going to talk when I see you. I don't do no talking. I'm not going to do none of that talking. You come see me. You going to be on the news. I'm going to be saying they came to my house. They threatened me. Bam. We ain't got nothing else to talk about. I don't do no talking in person. I ain't doing all that back and forth. That ain't me. I don't do all that jibbery jabbery stuff. All this right. Ain't gonna be no talking. I see you as on site. I don't do none of that talking. We on the internet. See, we having a peaceful conversation. As long as you keep it on the internet, we good with that. I don't care. You can say anything you want to. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna come see you because you said something about me on the internet. I'm not coming to see you because you talked about me on the internet. I don't give a damn about none of that. As long as you don't come see me in person, we good. When you come see me, I'm gonna take it as an absolute threat. And for 17 years, they've been saying they're gonna come see me. They ain't came and see me yet. Because I'm serious about that. Serious as a heart attack. People ain't got so emotional now, they're making excuses behind somebody getting mad about what somebody said on the internet. I'm gonna threaten and kill you. Thank you for that threat. You just told me that you are a threat. Thank you for identifying that. You have every right to protect yourself because some nut job got upset because you said something on the damn internet. What are you, a mental midget or something? You that upset because somebody's talking on the internet? Really? I mean, you can put all kind of smut. I see stuff, man, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like people like Charleston White. Charleston White I got banned and Charleston White didn't get banned. I get shadow banned and he don't get banned. He just said all kind of stuff. I mean, you got these quote so-called artists, these rappers, the female rappers and the regular rap. They say way more filthy stuff than I can ever think about saying, but they don't really fear God. So you let them get away with it. No, I'm not perfect, but I really do fear God. I really do. I'm not going to mistreat nobody for no reason. I'm not going to lie on you for no reason. If I make a mistake, I'll say I made a mistake, but I'm not going to lie on you. People just will flat out lie on you, knowing that they lie on you, but they'll still lie on you and think nothing of it. Don't try to defend the lie. Don't. I think it was Charles Spurgeon who said it one time. He said, somebody said they're going to print all kind of lies. He said, print it to the heavens. You can't be trying to defend that lie. You try to get out in front of life. Whatever you want to say, let them say it. Whenever somebody, like I saw Mark Levin losing his mind, talking about he want Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson banned. What the hell is you talking about? You want them banned? No, if you got something to say, just you speak your facts. You want them banned. I don't want nobody banned. Now, if you're hurting children and doing something to children, but I don't care. See, this is the problem. People keep talking about there is no such thing as that you are so offended about some speech. Freedom of speech also protects offensive speech also. That's what freedom of speech really means. Just because you got your feelings hurt don't mean you got to ban somebody. I never understood people getting on here crying. I saw Mark Levin, he was almost about to have a damn heart attack, saying he wanted Candace Owens banned, he wanted Nick Fuentes banned, he wanted Tucker Carlson banned. I saw Tim Pool saying that Candace Owens and everybody else is dividing us by saying something. Well, are they saying something that's right? Because when they're right, I don't understand why you're getting upset about that. You get to say what you want to say. See, it's too many of these little passive men. Y'all be too butthurt over nothing. I don't want nobody banned, but I can talk about them if I want to talk about them. I don't understand you saying you want to get somebody banned because you disagree with them. I want to get them canceled because you disagree with it. Let the people decide who they want to ban. I don't agree with stuff Candace Owens said right now. Candace Owens has the #1 podcast. They say it was Joe Rogan, I believe. I think she got in there. In 6 or 7 months, she won't have the most popular one that in. I don't understand why people get jealous of that kind of stuff. Why are you jealous of somebody else? If the Lord wants Candace Owens not to be #1, he can take it from her too. So I don't understand why you getting so upset about it. Like some people are upset because Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. If the Lord want to stop Elon Musk from being the richest man in the world, guess what? He can do it. Why are you upset about that? I don't understand why people be envious of others. You're not God. Why are you so envious of somebody else? Now, if somebody got it wrongly, or these politicians who's ripping off the system by doing, those are the people you should be pissed off at. They'll be more pissed off at somebody who don't pass any laws, who don't write any policies, who's not really in charge of anything. They'll be more upset with those people than they are. They'll be more upset with the people who just talking on the internet than the people who actually you're paying their salary. I can't get with that program. I think everybody should have a right to say whatever the hell they want to say. How about that? How about letting the people decide? If you're offended by something, like they have rated R movies or whatever, if you're saying, I don't want to see any nudity, I don't want to see any cursing, I don't want to see any violence, guess what? Just put a rating on it. And you can say right now, I'm blocking that because I don't want to see nothing from that guy. Like, I hate the doctor of common sense. I don't ever want to see a video from him. You have that prerogative. You can say, I never want to hear anything from Candace Owens or Tucker Carlson, Mark Levin or Ben Shapiro, whoever you want to say you don't want to have anything else to do with them. You have that prerogative. Just like you should have a right to criticize Israel, you should have a right to criticize the Palestinians, Hamas, the Muslims, the Christians. You should have a right to criticize any damn body. Don't understand how you think that is good when they're stopping people from actually speaking. Do you know if the government stopped being involved with people's lives, with these restrictions, with all of this, the filth that they've put in the food industry, if they can just, let me get this off screen. If the government got out the way with all the taxes and stuff, just think about how bad the government really is for society. The whole plan of the IRS is to bully and intimidate you. They write the law so you understand. That's why it will never be a flat tax. Any president tries to start a flat tax, they'll kill it. Because they need these programs in order to be able to rip off the system so they can keep stealing your money. Why do you have to pay? Just say you have a 401k or anything in the stock market and you try to take it out early. they say you're going to get penalized on your own money. You buy a house and they're going to tax you until you die, unless you can get some kind of exemption. There are exemptions you can get, but unless you get exemption of tax, you die. Then they got the home association. If you're in certain suburban entities, they got the home association, and they're just like the government. Sometimes they're worse than the government. See, they got the EPA who write all these different laws. They got this little fish over here that we can't kill this fish. They're making things hard on you. All these ridiculous regulations because some damn frog or something. And the government's whole job is to put a strain on you to stop you from real. See, the government really is supposed to be to make sure we don't get invaded, whether it be a foreign entity or people over here. The dangerous enemies within and without. That's what the government's supposed to do. Get the hell out of our way. All these unnecessary restrictions. If the government was so damn good, all this poisonous stuff that's in our food system would have never got out there. The pharmaceutical company would have never been able to put some of these dangerous drugs on the market. Some drug they're allowed to be on the market, supposed to be for allergy, you probably can get a heart attack. It's ridiculous. And they know it's dangerous because most of the people who work for the FDA is getting paid by the pharmaceutical companies, and we allow it. They should be locked up and put in prison. But the whole system is corrupt. And nobody really wants to fix the system because they're getting paid and their family is getting paid. All of them are doing it. All of them family gets rich. Their buddies get rich. Both Republicans and Democrats do this. They'll punish you. You think the same rules applies by them? A bunch of them don't pay taxes. They don't get punished for it. A bunch of them do insider trading. They don't get punished for it. A bunch of them do mortgage fraud. They don't get punished for it. All this corruption going. You know why they don't really want to clean up the whole SNAP program with the corruption? The same reason the USAID program or the USAID program. The reason they allow that program to keep going on is because they can steal money and give it to their favorite organization. They can get kickbacks. Everything about it is corrupt. Just like when they go to war, all these defense contractors who work for their buddies, they're getting kickbacks and every damn thing else. The system has to fail eventually because it's too damn corrupt now. There's too many people feeding at the trough. These are a bunch of pigs. Have you ever slopped hogs? You drop the feed, you drop that food down in there, and all the hogs just start sticking their face in there, just eating it. That's what the government is a bunch of fat hogs. All they know how to do is rip off the American people and then get their asses on TV talking about they're fighting for our rights. Ain't none of these bastards really fighting for us, because if they was, some of these bastards would be in jail by now. If the Republicans or the Democrats really gives a damn about us, some of these people will be in jail right now. Nobody's in jail because they don't really care. They're good at having these sound bites. Like Sean Hannity been at Fox for like 30 years. You think he really exposed somebody at Fox? Who has Sean Hannity made sure that he exposed so they can get locked up? The reason he keeps coming, no matter how much you have these people on to expose them, if nobody's going to jail, they're going to keep doing the same damn thing. I ain't mad at you. I mean, I just wish you stop effing with me. Stop making it hard on me. See, people like me, they'll make me have to go out and work all day because they refuse to let me make any money on the social media platforms because I won't play along with them, because I won't be bribed or kickback, because I won't kiss their asses. That's what the whole system has been reduced to now. I told you when the Tea Party was at its height, before they took me off the first time, all the Tea Party used to put me all day, my videos up, millions of views I was getting. And the Tea Party wanted me not to talk about when they were selling us out. I said, I can't do that. They said, you're going to lose a lot of money. I said, I'm going to have to lose it then. You can't bribe me. You want me not to talk about it. And then they got mad and they snatched me out. I said, I don't care. I ain't like those other ones. Tea Party ain't nowhere around. Everybody who sells out, eventually your day is coming. You can sell all you want to for the money. Eventually, you're going to get what's coming to you. Because whenever you sell out with no principles, eventually you ride high. And then just how you do, you start crashing. See, I've been right here the whole time because I don't never go up and go crash because I'm going to keep the same energy about whatever, whoever. And when you get out of line, I'm going to say something about it. See, they want you to sell out because it seems popular. Such and such is popular. I've been there, done that. I already done all that. They got mad because I won't keep on, I won't compromise with them and I won't pretend. I said, don't you want the fact? Well, yeah, we do, but you know, sometimes you just got to swallow. No, I don't got to swallow. I don't got to swallow. I'm going to tell you the truth about it. And if you get offended like that, I ain't your guy. I'm sorry, but I ain't your guy. But anyway, we got to get out of here because I'm hungry now. I got me some barbecue and I got to give me some barbecue because I'm hungry. Now, I hope I didn't offend anybody too much tonight. And if I did, you'll get over it. God bless you, Common Sense Nation. God bless all those. Now, don't forget to go over and subscribe to our new station, Doc and Clever's Experience. I'll try to get up part 2 tomorrow, and we'll give you some more while we was walking around in downtown Woodstock. I'll give you some more of that. Some of it's very pretty, but it's a bunch of liberal stuff there too, boy. Oh boy, it's some. Oh man, I'm just gonna say. I'm not gonna talk about you though. What'd you say? Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. I wish we would have videotaped that. Good night, Common Sense Nation.